It's Young People's Week on Card Sharks. And they can win a trip to Hawaii if they play their cards right. And now, the host of Card Sharks, Bill Rafferty.
Thank you. What a nice group. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks. You're going to win a lot of money around here. We've got lots of exciting prizes. Special week this week. We're giving away an absolutely fabulous trip to Hawaii. And there it is right there, waiting for somebody to win it. Let's get started right now. It's time to meet our lovely dealers. And here they come right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. Yes.
Never stops.
Never stops. The fun never... Good time. We did this once before. We had a lot of fun with Young People's Week, right?
Yes.
And if I'm right, and correct me if I'm wrong, ladies, I think they're between the ages of 12 and 14. Is that the ages we're dealing with today?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's get started right now. Let's deal out the cards for these guys. Let's meet our contestants. Here they come right now. Hey! Good-looking faces. I like this. Good smiles. Is that Sherrick?
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Sherrick.
Well, my name is Sherrick Cron. I go to Sierra Vista Junior High, and I'm an 8th grader. And I live in Canyon Country, California. And my favorite hobbies are baseball, skating, and I'm an electrical apprentice for my uncle.
You're an electrical apprentice for your uncle?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's impressive. What position do you play? Baseball?
Shortstop and pitcher.
Shortstop and pitcher, huh? Sherrick is an interesting name. Where'd you get that name?
I asked my mom.
You ask your mom, huh?
I always try to ask her, and she can't seem to remember.
She goes, never mind, it was just, forget it, I'll talk to you later. That's what she says, huh? Tasia, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Tasia Scalinas. I'm 14 years old. I go to Foothills Junior High School in Arcadia, and I'd like to be an author.
You want to be an author? Well, that's a noble ambition. It's interesting names we got up here. We've got Sherrick, we've got Tasia. Whatever happened to John and Mary? I don't know. But they're nice names. I really like them. Anyway, good luck to both of you. You know, we've added some prizes to the deck. We've got some prize cards in there, and anytime that turns up, that can mean a terrific prize to the winner of the match. And one of our prize cards today is an Apple computer. You can always use that. Let's get started right now because Lacey's already dealt out the cards for game number 1. Here is our first question, and it goes to you, Sherrick. You ready, sir?
Yeah.
We surveyed 100 married women, and we asked them, when you need a little extra cash, do you ever snoop through your husband's pants pockets? How many married women admitted they do?
Well, that's kind of a tough question because whenever my mom would go through my dad's pants, I don't think she wanted anybody to know, so I don't think I was around. But I'm sure, you know, sometimes, you know, like, we'd go out, my dad wasn't home, and so she, you know, I go, well, Mom, I thought you were out of money. And so she'd go, well, I found some. I know she had to get it from somewhere, so it might have been my dad's wallet. So that might be a pretty high number because I don't think they would care. Around 78.
78, he says. Tasia, what do you think?
Well, I know that my dad takes his money out of his coat pockets and keeps it with him. So I'm going to say it's going to be a little bit lower.
A little bit lower? Does your dad sleep with a pouch around his neck, Tasia? I don't know. No. I have a feeling your mom gets him for a couple now and then. I just got a sneaky suspicion. Sherrick's is 78. Tasia's is lower. The actual number of married women who snoop through their husband's pants pockets is 29. It is lower. It is lower. So, Tasia, you get the first shot at the cards. You can change this card if you like because you answered our question correctly. It is a 7.
Change that card.
Change it, she says. That 7 now becomes a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. There's a 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. There's an ace.
Lower.
Lower than an ace. There's a queen. Lower than a queen. This may be one quick game right here. There it is. Whoa. That's all there is to it. You see how simple it is. One game to Tasia, and when we come right back, we'll be happy to see you after this commercial message. Now with game number 2, because Lacey's already dealt out the cards, and this question is our audience poll question. We have 10 dentists who are in our Otis Studio audience today. Come on up, gentlemen. Oh. Look at those smiling faces, huh? Look at them. What a nice-looking group of guys. They joined us with us. They're going to be with us all week, and I'm happy to have them, too. All right, Tasia, this question is for you. Before the show, we asked these 10 dentists, do men act like bigger babies than women? How many... Wait a second. Let me get through this. All the women are going, yeah, yeah. How many of these 10 dentists said, yes, men do act like bigger babies?
Well, I think that men really don't want to act like babies because they've got this ego and stuff, and you know they don't want to have to leave and have the dentist say, "Boy, when will that guy grow up?" You know what I mean? And so I think it's going to be a pretty low number. I'm going to say 3.
You're going 3. Sherrick, what do you think?
I think that 3 is kind of a low number, and I think it's going to be higher because they have, well, sometimes, you know, a dentist, you know, can cause real pain, and, you know, there's not much you can do, you know, when the guy's sitting here drilling out a couple teeth, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to hold back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've been known to scream and thrash around in that chair a heck of a lot. Anyway, I hate the fact they make that lip numb. You ever got that lip numb for 3 days? You're talking about lips to people all the time. All right. We've got 3, says Tasia. Sherrick says higher. The actual number of these dentists who said men act like bigger babies is 10. 10. It's a lot higher. Well, let me say, well, I was going to get a show of hands because I'm such a robot, but they all said it. So let me ask Jerry. Where's Jerry? Jerry, there he is. Just put the mic up here. Tell, all the men you get are bigger babies?
Most of the time. As a matter of fact, I had one male patient that every time he came in for dental treatment, he fainted.
Every time?
Every time.
And you know he's going to faint?
Yes.
And he knows he's going to faint?
Yes.
That's unbelievable. All right. Thank you very much. Have a seat. They all faint. All right. Sherrick, here's your card. You got the question right. You can change this card if you like. It's a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3, he says. It's a 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6, it's a 10.
Lower.
Lower than a 10, it is a 2.
Higher.
Whoa. We got some players here today. This is going to tie the match up. Here we go. Whoa. You know, I got to tell you something. This is, I think, in all the time I've been doing the show, that I've ever had 2 contestants go back-to-back like that quickly. Just knock off 2 games in a row. Anyway, Sherrick, you did what you had to do, sir. You just tied this match up. And here are Lacey and Susanna. They're going to come out right now and set up our board for the tiebreaker. And because it is the tiebreaker, this is a 3-card game with a maximum of 3 questions. And let's get started right now. Sherrick, this question is for you. Real important. Educated guess. Got to think here a little bit. How many different breakfast cereals does Kellogg's make?
Well, they're a pretty big company, and
Certainly
they make a lot of the same cereals that are almost alike, but kind of different.
You got hip to that, huh, Sherrick?
Yeah, and just, you know, because my mom tries to feed me a lot of these cereals that are good for me, and most of the time they're made by Kellogg's. They rarely make a good cereal.
How can a company live with itself?
And so I'll say 40.
You're saying 40. What do you think, Tasia?
Well, I think that they make an awful lot of cereals, but 40 is a lot of cereals. And, I mean, so I think it's definitely going to be lower, because how can you come up with that many different little corns and crisps? I mean, it's kind of hard.
Listen, there's a lot of meetings being held about corns and crisps at Kellogg's, I can assure you. Anyway, interesting answer. Now, Sherrick is saying 40, and Tasia is saying lower. I got to think it's low, but I think it's like 12. I'm going to go with 12. Let's see what it is. The actual number of different Kellogg's cereals is 34. It is lower, but not by much. You were right in the ballpark, Sherrick. You were right there. But anyway, Tasia, let's go to the board right now. You're going to get first crack at it, and here's your card. You can change it if you like. It's a 5. We gotta go here. What do you want to do?
Higher.
You're gonna go. She keeps it and says higher than a 5. It is a 7.
Freeze.
You're gonna freeze.
Yes.
All right. She knows she's right in the middle here. And if she gets the next question right, which I will ask right after we have this brief message, she can change that 7, and who knows what's gonna happen. We'll be right back. Tasia, we surveyed 100 child psychiatrists, and we asked them, generally speaking, if a small child has a nightmare, is it okay for his parents to let him into the bed with him? No, because it'll probably scare the parents. No. How many child psychiatrists said it is okay for the parents to let the child into the bed?
Well, I think a lot of times the child will get in bed with the parent, and then they might like it there or something, and then every night they'll want to go and get in bed with the parents, and the parents really don't like that. And so I would think that most child psychologists might think that there might be a little problem there, the kids wanting to go every night. And so I think it's going to be, I think, 35.
35. Sherrick, what do you think, higher or lower?
Well, I think that, sometimes, when a kid's really scared, that, he might need, somebody to be with, because he might feel, my parents won't let me in bed with them, the boogeyman's out to get me in my dreams, and they might really get scared, and, and it might really shake them up. So I think it's going to be a little bit higher.
A little bit higher. Interesting. Interesting. I think Tassia's point about getting in that bed and staying there is very valid, though. The actual number of child psychiatrists who said it is okay for the parents to let the child into their bed is 29. It is not higher, it is lower. But not by much. Sherrick is right there, sir. Anyway, Tassia's strategy pays off. Here's a 7, and she's gonna...
change that
I had a
card.
feeling. She changes it now. It now becomes a 7.
Higher.
Tough call. Tough call. We are right in the middle right now. It can go either way for her, but if she is right, if it is higher than a 7, she goes to the money cards. Higher than a 7? Yeah! Whoa! Whoa, what a call. Just terrific. Sherrick, you are an excellent player, young man, and unfortunately it didn't work out for you, but we got some nice prizes for you backstage. I'm glad you did. Take care. Good luck with baseball, Sherrick. Tassia, come on over here. You did it. Were you nervous? Were you nervous on that call?
A little bit. I have to say I was.
You were nervous. I don't blame you. That is the toughest thing in the world to do. But come on over here right now, because here are Susanna and Lacey. They're dealing out the money cards right now. Let's take a look at them right for you. You know how to play this. I know you know how to play this, but in addition to all the money you can win, we have added a joker to the deck, and anytime it turns up in the money cards, you're going to have a chance to win that fabulous trip to Hawaii back there. And, of course, for winning our match, we are going to give you 2 free jokers, which will guarantee you at least 2 chances to win that trip, and Lacey's holding the jokers for you right now. But before we get started with the money cards, a very special person is going to come out here and join. Here's your dad. Come on out, sir. I saw you jump up when she won the game. You were very excited, sir.
Excited.
I don't blame you. A lot of pressure for a young person to be under, but she handles it very well. Are you ready to play the money cards?
Sure am.
Let's give her $200. There it is. If you do these cards correctly, young lady, you can turn $200 into $32,000. Let's take a look at your card. Tell me what you want to do. You got a 6, 200 on a 6.
Change that card with number 1.
You want to change it? All right. That 6 now becomes an 8. 200. All of it.
All of it.
All of it. Lower than an ace. There's a jack. 400. 400 on a jack.
150 lower.
150 lower than a jack. There is a jack. No win, no loss. It is a push. So you've got $400 on a jack.
200 lower.
Ups the bet a little bit here. Goes 200 lower than a jack. It is an 8.
All right.
Take a breath here because you've got $600. I want to bring you up here and give you 400 more.
I'm going to change that card with number 2.
Number 2. All right. Let's get a good card up here. That 8 now becomes a jack. 3 jacks. $1,000 on a jack.
350 lower.
$350 lower.
Uh-huh.
Come on, be there. You got it.
Okay.
$1,350 on a 9.
200 lower.
$200 lower than a 9.
Uh-huh.
Getting into the tough call here now. This area is a little shady. $250 lower than a 9. It is $1,550.
1,500 higher?
Yeah.
1,500 higher.
How much?
1,500.
$1,500. Higher. Yeah, I'd hide my face too. $1,500 higher than a 3? Yeah. All right. You've got $3,050. You must wager at least $1,525 on this bet. What do you want to do?
I'm going to change that card.
Gonna
number
change
3.
it. Again, you must wager at least half on this card, it is another 5.
So I go half higher. I'm gonna go half of it higher.
You're gonna make the bet.
Yeah.
$1,525 higher than a 5. I hope it is there. A couple of cards to beat you, you know. No! Hey, but you know what you have? $1,525. Not a bad day's work. Not at all. Come on over here right now. Come next to me over here, Tessia. Okay? Because here is Lacey, and Lacey's brought out your 2 jokers, and these entitle you at that fabulous trip that Bob Hilton's going to tell you about right now.
All right, it's a 1-week vacation for 4 in Kona, Hawaii, featuring United Vacations round-trip air transportation, rental cars, tote bags, and lake greeting, furnished by United Vacations. And you'll stay at the Hotel King Kamehameha, rich in Hawaiian history, ideally situated in the heart of the quaint seaside village of Kailua on the Kona coast, where tennis, jacuzzi, luau's, deep-sea fishing, and much, much more await you. A vacation package worth $5,000.
$5,000. A $5,000 trip here. Now, in front of you are 7 numbered cards. Behind one of them is the word Hawaii. You find it with the jokers, and you're on your way. Go find them. Come on.
Go ahead, sweetheart.
Interesting. She's picking 3, and she's picking 5. Why did you pick 3? I always ask. I have to know.
Because I have a 3-year-old sister.
You have a 3-year-old sister. So if the word Hawaii is behind here, then it's because your 3-year-old sister picked it.
Yeah.
Yeah! There you go. Off to Hawaii, Dad. No, she did it. This young lady did it. Thank you. Come on over here. Come on. That is it. This family goes to Hawaii, $6,525 cash and prizes. And I want to thank you for being here. You did all the work. Thank you, Dad. Thank you very much. We'll be back with 2 more contestants right after this. Here we are right now, and I think we should bring out 2 new contestants. Come on out, Leslie. Come on out, Donnie. Good to see you. Leslie.
Hi, Jeff.
How are you? What a smile. I like that smile.
Thanks.
Here, tell us a little bit about yourself,
My
Leslie.
name's Leslie DeMott, and I'm in the 8th grade at Palms Junior High School, and I like horseback riding, and I love to jet ski.
You love to horseback riding, and you love to jet ski.
Yeah.
That is amazing. When I was in the 8th grade, I was just running around trying to patch the holes in my dungarees, and this girl's out horseback riding and jet skiing. All right, Donnie, introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, my name is Donnie Olson. I'm 13 years old, and I'm currently attending Hughes Junior High in the 9th grade. I enjoy fishing, riding my bike, and I like to do impressions of people.
You like to do impressions of people, Donnie.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Why do I feel like we're in the midst here? Who do you do? Who's your
I like
best?
to do Ronald Reagan.
All right, whoop it on me. Whoop it on us.
Well, Bill, at the moment, I'll have to take the 5th.
All right, attaboy. You gotta like Donnie, he's a shy guy. Shy guy. All right, Lacey's dealt out the cards for game number 1. First question goes to Leslie. You ready, Les?
Sure am.
We surveyed 100 married men, and we asked them, when you leave for work in the morning, is your wife still asleep? How many married men said yes, their wife is still asleep when they leave for work in the morning?
I think that's going to be a pretty medium number because, I mean, most men usually, they, like, sleep in before their wife, but I'm going to say around 54.
54, huh? Donnie, what do you think?
Well, I think that's going to be a pretty low number because most of the time, lately jobs have been, you get
So you think it's going to be lower than 54?
Yes.
Okay. 54, lower. The actual number of married men whose wife is still asleep when they leave for work in the morning is 33. Donnie is right. It is lower. So, Donnie, you answered the question correctly. You can change this card if you want. It's a 5.
I'll go higher.
Keeping it?
Yes.
He keeps it and says higher than a 5. There's a 9.
I'll go lower.
Lower than a 9? There is a piano. Everybody forgets about the prize cards from time to time, but here they are right now. One of them is going on Donnie's side of the board. Susanna's already put it up. It is a piano. You can only win those if you win the match. Again, lower than a 9,
Lower.
Donnie? Lower than a 9. It is an electronic guitar. Another prize. Susanna brings it out, puts it on Donnie's side of the board. Again, Donnie, what do you think? Lower than a 9?
Lower.
Lower than a 9? It is a 7.
Freeze.
He freezes. He's going to freeze on that 7. He already picked up 2 prizes. We'll be back with more of this right after this. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
Get your game and you know you're at GSN. Here's the new game that's filled with loads of fun.